Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. Lately I've been making a lot of bohemian style jewelry because I have a craft fair coming up and I think I am going to only have bohemian style jewelry in my little craft shop. So I got to get busy and get some stuff made. Today I'm going to use this really pretty piece of Sari ribbon. And then look at this. I got this from Jesse James Beads. I had two of them. One of them I had painted. This one I'm just going to leave it be. I think it's going to look really nice with this Sari ribbon. And then I was digging around in my Bargain Bead Box and I came across, here, let me move this out of the way, A Night in the Woods, which I didn't really do much with. And when I was looking at some of the things in there, I think I'm going to find some really pretty stuff to brighten this piece of jewelry with. Look at that. I like that this kind of matches, but it also, look at the shape of these beads. They kind of mimic this shape a little bit. So these will be nice to use as dangles. And then as I look through here, I like these. Let's see what these are. Can't remember. This was, let's see, number one. Oh, these are Hessonite garnet. Oh, that's right. I remember. These are a garnet. So that'll be really pretty. And these were crystal faceted twist beads in light topaz luster. And, let's just see how this develops. So I got my boho beads done. These are going to be too small. The holes are not big enough for my wire, so I'm not going to be able to use those. What is plan B going to be? Now look at these. These are really pretty. See, what are they? Crystal faceted lantern beads, slate dark vitriol. Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe I'll use these. Let me see if the holes are big enough. They should be. You know what though? I don't think I'm going to use them on here. I was going to flank those garnet beads on the top and the bottom of this. But I don't think I'm going to use this. I may use if I do a necklace. Okay, let me see if I can get this untwisted here. Just do this. There we go. And I'm almost positive the hole's going to be big enough. Yes. All right, so how are we going to use those? Let me think about this. Okay, I think I figured it out. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh yeah, that gives that a little bit more presence. So maybe I'll use that. And I think I'm going to make a head pin that has a little rosette at the bottom. So normally I make those head pins about 3 inches, but this thing right here is over an inch. So, and I want the wrap at the top to be pretty big. So we're going to go with 4 inches here. And here's my little rosette I make. Do y'all create on the fly, or do you already have, do you like draw your pieces out, or do you just kind of have them develop as you go? I'm really curious how y'all go about creating. I just kind of wing it. Every once in a while I'll have something in my head, but a lot of times those things change as I'm developing my piece. Okay, so that turns out okay. Let's put a crystal at the bottom, and then this, and another crystal at the top. And then, okay, this is going to be a bail, so want it a little bit big. And this isn't going to be as big as I had envisioned, but that's okay. Like I said, things develop sometime as I go. Now I want to really be careful when I tuck that wire in that I'm not going to get on top of my crystal and crack that. Okay, I think I have it tucked in. So we have our little focal done with a little bit of bling there. So it's going to kind of look like that. Ooh, yeah. I may not be making earrings. I don't know. I wonder if I have any more of this. Let me check and see if I have any more of this, or I may have something that will complement this. Hang on a sec. So I found this. It's not an exact match, and it does have little blue polka dots on it. I think let me make some more beads, and let's just play around. So I have all of these wrapped, and I'm going to go ahead and get my jump rings, put them together. And the lobster claw, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out. And I think I need to get me some more jump rings. I'm running out. There we go. All right, so I'm wondering, these may be soldered. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, they're not. Good. I was like, uh-oh. Let's go ahead and put some of this together. I'm going to need to wire those little bitty crystals. Well, these are hard to find. There we go. All right, so let's see what these are going to look like wired up, because they're not very big. Now, when I'm wiring these, I need to make sure that I'm wiring them pretty much the same size. Because if you're not careful, you could actually wind up with different size beads because maybe the wrap was longer. So you need to be careful about that. I'm going to go ahead and clip that off. So I have 3 wraps. So when I'm doing this side, I need to make sure I've got the same amount. And then when I do the other beads, again, I need to make sure I have the same amount. I think I want to squish these down a little bit further. Okay. You also want to make sure your loops are the same size too. Oops. Right. See what this looks like. I can't hardly find the end of these. That's why I thought they were soldered, but they're not. There we go. Well, that's going to be really pretty. Let me wire this together and I'll be back. So I got everything hooked up bead-wise. Now we got to do the chain. And I usually like to put the chain on one end first and measure that way. Like so. Then I get my ruler out. And I've got to take into consideration 2 jump rings and the lobster, which is usually about 1 inch. It's right at 1 inch. Okay. And then I also need to take into consideration another jump ring that's going to be over here. So I'm going to start down 1 inch plus a little jump ring. So it's about 1 1/4 inches. And since I want this to be an 18-inch necklace, then I need to measure accordingly. And this is a Rolo chain, so I'm able to open it up. At least this Rolo chain I can, instead of clipping it and losing a link. I want this to be on the actual necklace. That's how I measured it, so make sure I put it back over there. Oops. Close it up. Make sure it's closed up tightly. And now we need to figure out where to put the lobster claw, because that's not going to fit over our head. So basically, I just put those together to find the middle. Now, this one actually does have a middle. Sometimes you don't, but just pick a link. And again, we're going to open this link up. Now let's see, I got these I got to put on. So again, I'm going to measure. They're the same, so it doesn't matter which side you put what. If one side's longer than the other, I'll usually put the lobster claw on the shorter end. There we go. Ooh, this turned out really nice. And so this is an 18-inch. If you wanted it shorter, like I like to wear my necklaces at a 17-inch, you could just use it like that. That's one thing I like about the Rolo chains, is that it is versatile like that. So if you wanted it a little bit tighter on your neck, you could do that. Oh, that turned out so nice. I love it. Has a little bit of bling in there. Let me put it on. Yeah, that turned out really nicely. And you know, when you move, you kind of have just a little hint of a bling there. There you go. See that? Just a very delicate hint. I like that. I do plan on making some earrings to kind of match this out of probably this Sari ribbon right here. Or I actually may find something that goes better. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, signing out for now. Bye-bye.